You have spent thousands of hours touching a football. You have played hundreds of matches. You think you understand this game. You are wrong. You are playing a simulation. You are obsessing over the pixels, your feet, your boots. The ball, the elite are manipulating the code, time, space, and biology. If you give me the next few minutes, I am going to dismantle your entire understanding of football and rebuild it from the ground up. I am not going to give you tips. Tips are for waiters. I am going to give you the source code of the elite athlete. Once you hear this, you cannot unhear it. You will step onto the pitch, and the game will look different. The matrix will decode in front of your eyes. Let's start with the biggest lie you have been sold. Football is played with your feet. Incorrect. Football is played with your eyes and your central nervous system. Your feet are just the tools that execute the command. If the command is slow, the feet are useless. You spend 90% of your training looking at the ball, dribbling cones, and perfecting your technique. But in a 90-minute match, you only touch the ball for roughly 2 minutes. That means for 88 minutes, you are doing something else. If you are not mastering the off-the-ball phase, you are only a footballer for 2% of the game. For the other 98%, you are a spectator on the pitch. The first upgrade we must install is the scanning algorithm. Most of you are ball watchers. You stare at the ball like a dog staring at a bone. This creates tunnel vision. When you finally receive the pass, you have to look up, process the data, and make a decision. That takes 1.5 seconds. In modern football, you only have 0.5 seconds. You are dead before you even touch the ball. The elite use saccadic masking. They disconnect their eyes from the ball. They scan the space every 2 seconds. They are building a 3D map of the pitch in their brain. By the time the ball arrives, they don't need to think, they just execute the move they already planned 3 seconds ago. Stop watching the ball, watch the space. Now, let's talk about your hardware. Speed. You think you are slow because of your genetics. Wrong. You are slow because you train like a bodybuilder, not an athlete. You go to the gym and do heavy squats and leg presses. You build big, slow, aesthetic muscle. This creates internal friction. Football speed does not come from muscle size. It comes from fascial stiffness. Your fascia is the connective tissue that wraps your muscles. It acts like a rubber band. The elite bounce off the ground. You stomp into the ground. You need to stop the heavy, slow lifting and start plyometric loading. You need to turn your legs into springs, not sandbags. The third pillar is the engine. You think stamina comes from jogging. You run 5K at a steady pace and think you are fit. Then you get into a match, make 3 sprints, and you are gasping for air. Why? Because football is not running. Football is recovering. It is a series of violent, maximum effort explosions followed by short rest periods. If you train by jogging, you are training your aerobic-based diesel engine. Football requires the ATP PC system F1 engine. You need to train repeat sprint ability. You need to teach your mitochondria to flush waste products instantly, not over time. Stop jogging. Start sprinting. But even the best engine is useless if the fuel is garbage. This is where 90% of you fail. You eat cereal for breakfast, a sandwich for lunch, and pasta before the game. You are riding a glucose roller coaster. You spike your insulin, then you crash. When your blood sugar crashes during a game, your brain enters survival mode. You get brain fog. You make bad decisions. You feel weak. This is not a lack of fitness. This is a lack of fuel. You need stable energy. You need electrolytes. If you don't know the difference between high GI and low GI carbs, you are guessing with your career. If you are confused about exactly what to eat to maximize your engine, you are leaving your performance to chance. I have linked the free nutrition and recovery cheat sheet in the description. It tells you exactly what to eat 3 hours, 1 hour and 15 minutes before the match to ensure your brain has the fuel to dominate. It costs $0. It is the prerequisite for elite performance. Download it, fix your fuel, stop letting a bad diet destroy your potential. Now let's discuss the fear. You play great in training, but you freeze in matches. You think this is a confidence issue. It is not. It is a cortisol issue. In training, you are safe. In a match, there is social pressure. Your amygdala, fear center, hijacks your brain. It dumps stress hormones into your blood. This causes physical stiffness and tunnel vision. You cannot play flow-state football if you are chemically paralyzed. You must learn to manually override your nervous system using breathwork and visualization. You must convince your body that the match is a game, not a threat. The specific mental hack you need is outcome independence. The reason you play stiff is because you are obsessed with the result. What if I miss? What if we lose? You are living in the future. The elite player lives in the now. He accepts that he might miss. He accepts that he might lose. By accepting the worst-case scenario, he removes the fear of it. When the fear is gone, the tension leaves the body. The fascia relaxes. The vision opens up. You play better when you don't care, because you are finally biologically free to move without the handbrake of anxiety. Let's move to the invisible 22 hours. You train for 2 hours a day. What are you doing for the other 22? This is where the gap is created. If you train like a pro but live like an amateur, you are an amateur. If you stay up until 2 a.m. scrolling TikTok, You are blasting your eyes with blue light, which suppresses melatonin and growth hormone. You are literally stopping your body from repairing the damage you did in training. You are waking up with a sleep debt that no amount of caffeine can fix. Your lifestyle is the bottleneck, not your drills. The modern footballer is addicted to cheap dopamine. Video games, junk food, social media. These things fry your reward circuits. They lower your baseline motivation. This is why you feel bored when doing the hard, repetitive work required to go pro. The elite protect their dopamine. They embrace boredom. They know that mastery is found in the quiet, unsexy work that gets 0 likes on Instagram. If you cannot sit in a room alone and perform deep work without checking your phone, you do not have the mental hardware to make it. We also need to talk about aggression. Modern academy players are soft. You are technical, but you are fragile. You get bullied off the ball by players with half your skill but double your aggression. Aggression is not about being angry. It is about physics. It is about leverage. It is about structural integrity. You need to build a core that is made of iron. You need to understand how to use your hips to displace your opponent's center of gravity. You must stop being a passenger in the duel and become the driver. Technical skill without physical dominance is just a circus trick. Now look at your first touch. You think a good touch is about soft feet. Partially true. But a great touch is about body orientation. Before the ball arrives, the elite player has already angled his hips to the next pass. He doesn't stop the ball, he guides it into the future. If your first touch stops the ball dead, you have killed the momentum of the game. You must learn to receive on the half turn. You must learn to let the ball run across your body. This buys you the split-second advantage that separates the pro from the amateur. The uncomfortable truth is that talent is largely a myth. What you call talent is actually melon. Melon is the insulation that wraps around your neural circuits. Every time you perform a rep with deep focus, you add a layer of melon. The thicker the myelin, the faster the signal. Messi is not a magician, he is a biological supercomputer built through millions of high-quality reps. If you are training without focus, checking your phone between sets, joking with friends, you are not building melon. You are just sweating. So how do we combine all of this? How do you scanning, fascia, engine, nutrition, psychology, and lifestyle into a single package? You cannot do it randomly. Random inputs lead to random outputs. You need a system. You need a periodized plan that structures your week so you are building every attribute simultaneously without burning out. You need to know exactly what to do on Monday to recover, what to do on Wednesday to build power, and what to do on Friday to prime for the match. This is where the 12-week elite blueprint comes in. It is the operating system for the modern footballer. It takes everything we just discussed, neuroscience, physiology, nutrition, psychology, and organizes it into a day-by-day schedule. It removes the guesswork. You don't have to wonder if you are training the right energy system. You don't have to wonder if you are eating the right food. It is all engineered for you. When you have the blueprint, you are no longer an amateur guessing your way through the week. You are a professional executing a protocol. Phase 1 builds your engine so you never gas out. Phase 2 builds your explosive power so you stop being slow. Phase 3 sharpens your technical and tactical mind. It is the roadmap that bridges the gap between where you are now and the player you know you can be. But a map is useless if you do not walk the path. The information in this video is powerful, but knowledge is not power. Execution is power. You now have the awareness. You know that you have been playing a limited version of the game. You know that the source code is available to you. The question is, what will you do with it? Will you go back to jogging, eating cereal, and hoping for a miracle? Or will you dismantle your amateur habits and build the elite machine? The game does not care about your feelings. It does not care about your dreams. It creates a brutal meritocracy where the most efficient biological machines win. You have the choice to upgrade your software and your hardware. You have the choice to stop playing checkers and start playing chess. I want you to close your eyes for a second. Imagine stepping onto the pitch next weekend. Imagine your legs feel like springs. Your lungs feel infinite. Your mind is quiet. You see the game in slow motion. You dominate not because you are lucky, but because you are engineered. That reality is waiting for you, but you have to build it. Get the nutrition cheat sheet to fix your fuel. Get the 12-week blueprint to build your structure. The link is in the description. You will never play football the same again because now you know the truth. The simulation is broken. Welcome to the real game. Go work.